helpers today. All three of my kids wanted to be in this one. We have Jackson and Madeline and Peyton, and they all have some instruments. So let's show them your instruments real quick. Jackson has a bowl and, there you go, a bowl and a whisk. Madeline has her drum, and Peyton has a bottle of garlic. So we've got 3 different instruments. If you want to play along with my book today with us, that would be awesome. So you can go and grab your instrument too. My book today is called Possum Come a-Knockin', and this is a very rhymey, sing-songy book. And there's a part in the book that always says, "Possum come a-knockin' at the door, knock, knock." And they're going to play on their instruments on the knock, knock. So let's practice that. Possum come a-knockin' at the door. Nice! All right, so get ready for that because this book is kind of fast. And there's a sneaky little possum at the door always during this book. Possum come a-knockin' at the door, at the door. Possum come a-knockin' at the door. Granny was a-sittin' and a-rockin' and a-knittin' when a possum come a-knockin' at the door. Ma was busy cookin' in the kitchen making taters when a possum come a-knockin' at the door. You can see them. Pa was busy fixin' and a-bangin' and a-poundin' when the possum come a-knockin' at the door. Pa was a-whittlin' making play toys for the baby when the possum come a-knockin' at the door. Sis was tossin' baby while Pappy was a-whittlin' when a possum come a-knockin' at the door. Brother was untangling all the twiny line for fishing when Sis was tossing baby and Pappy was a-whittlin' and Pa was busy fixin' and Ma was busy cookin' and Granny was a-knittin' when a possum come a-knockin' at the door. Coon Dog was a-twitchin' and a-scratchin' in the corner when a possum come a-knockin' at the door. Tom Cat started sniffin' and a-spittin' and a-hissin' when the possum come a-knockin' at the door. "What's that?" Sis said. "Don't know," Brother said. "What's that?" Pa said. "Don't know," Granny said. "But the cat," she said. "The cat ought to go." Then Dog started sniffin' and a-pawin' and a-growlin' while the cat tail a-twitchin' was a-hissin' and a-howlin', making Granny stop a-knittin' and Pappy stop a-whittlin' and Baby start a-fussin', Sis and Brother start a-hushin' 'cause a little old possum was a-knockin' at the door. You can knock.
I did knock.
Okay. "What's that?" Granny said. "Don't know," Pappy said. "What's that?" Ma said. "Don't know," Pa said. Then I creepy across the floor and I peeked under the door. "It's a possum come a-knockin' at the door," I said. "It's a possum come a-knockin' at the door." Then Brother came a-leapin' and Sis came a-runnin' and Baby came a-crawlin' and Dog started howlin' and Pappy was a-chucklin' and Granny's eyes was twinklin' and Ma followed Pa to the door. "Now hush," Pa said. "Now hush," Ma said. And slowly Pa opened up the door. "Now y'all stop your hollerin', your hissin' and your cussin' 'cause there's nothing that's a-knockin' at the door." "No possum?" Pappy said. "No possum," Pa said. "No possum?" Granny said. "No possum," Ma said. Then we all started doing like before. Granny was a-sittin' while Pappy was a-whittlin'. Ma was a-cookin' while Pa was a-fixin'. Brother was untanglin' while Sis was tossin' baby. Coon Dog was a-scratchin' while Tom Cat was a-lickin'. And I was just a-sittin' and a-lookin' out the window when I saw what I saw scoot up the old oak tree. A possum was a-scootin' and a-scramblin' and a-danglin'. That possum was a-knockin' made a fool out of me. I think that book is so silly. You can see that sneaky possum was just playing tricks on everybody. Well, thanks, guys, for playing along with me today. Let's say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.